What up, YouTube? OG Trap Jordan back with another one, and today I got a hot take. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the Paris Olympic Fours, and I'm gonna give you my honest thoughts and opinion on it. But before we do that, I'm gonna leave you with this amazing intro that I made for y'all, and then we're gonna come right back and we're gonna jump right into it.
OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan, the other sneaker YouTubers, the hell are boring. OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan, I got sneakers raining and pouring.
So the Paris Olympic Fours are set to drop in July, and if you haven't noticed, most of the big YouTubers got them in hand already, and they're pushing them like some good. So now I want to sit down real briefly. This ain't going to be a long video, but I'm going to give you my honest take on those. And right off the rip, I'm going to tell you what I think. And personally, I think those ain't nothing but a craft with a new name. They're clearly a craft. They're just like the crafts. They ain't got no netting. They got the same type of material. They got the special box that everybody's talking about and ranting about like it's some special great thing. To be honest with you, I think that the craft just kind of has a stigma and they usually sit a little bit. So at the last resort, I think that Jordan Brand just changed the name. They're trying to push this narrative that, oh, it's like, you know, cement, like the streets of Paris. Well, guess what? The streets are pretty much concrete and cement anywhere you go, so you could have named it anything you wanted to. But the Olympics are coming up in Paris, so why not slap that name on there and see if we can push it. Now, get into it a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about the game right now currently and what's been going on YouTube. And so before we do, I just want to say this is not a shot at anybody at all. This is not a shot at any of the other YouTubers, especially not specifically anybody in mind. But have you ever noticed that usually these YouTubers usually all get these shoes on the same day and these videos are dropping? Well, I'm not really making any accusations, maybe a little bit of insinuations, but I think it's a little bit funny. And I know that there's early pairs out there, especially with a shoe like this. It's pretty much a GR, but I think it's kind of funny. And in my opinion, like, I kind of feel insulted in some ways sometimes. And I think that a lot of these guys, they might think we're a little bit on the intermediate side, because obviously there's an agenda when you're a YouTuber, and I ain't hating. I promise you, I'm gonna get to my point in a minute. And it's really not a, like I said, it's not a stab, it's not a jab at any of the YouTubers, but I just think it's funny that they get all their pairs at the same time and they all drop their videos at the same time. And you know, it looks a little bit to me like maybe, I mean, I'm not saying this for sure, what do I know, but maybe they're, because I would do the same thing, but maybe they're getting these pairs directly from Nike. Maybe they're on the payroll. Maybe they're just getting free shoes. I don't know. Like I said, there are shoes out there and you can get them early. But my thing is this. They're pushing these like these are just the coolest things since sliced bread. Like this is just the hottest thing that's ever come out. And they've been doing that a lot this year. Everything that comes out is the sneaker of the year. Now I've heard more than one YouTuber today say that these were the Jordan 4 of the summer or the sneaker of the summer. I don't think so. In my opinion, these are super mid. If you like them, that's cool, but the whole point of this video, the why I wanted to jump on here and say this, is these guys have an agenda, whether they really are on the payroll or whether it's just, you know, for their channel, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not hating. Get your views, get your subs, get your likes, but what I'm really trying to do is bring the attention to you, the viewer. Because I notice I'll look in the comments in some of these videos and you'll see people saying stuff like, oh wow, I wasn't even really going for these. These weren't even on my radar, but now they are because you made them look so good. Well, exactly. That's the whole point. They're pushing these things for whatever their own agenda is. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that. But my point is that that's exactly what they do. They gas these products up. And like I said, this is nothing but a craft. And I got the last craft right here that sat. These are the olives. And if you notice on the Olympic fours, the Paris Olympic fours, they ain't got no netting right there. They got the same material. And these sat. I like these. In my personal opinion, these are a banger. So I got them. They sat on shelves and I picked them up and bought them for retail. But the only reason that I'm speaking on this is because I think it's funny that everything is sneaker of the year. Every four that comes out is supposed to be a hitter. And personally, I think that as far as if these are going to sit or sell, that's kind of a hit or miss, because what I've heard is that these are lightweight in a sense, they're kind of limited in the stores, which makes sense. And I really feel like Jordan Brand took a look at the history of the craft and they were like, listen, let's slap a different name on these and let's limit these a little bit, which is smart marketing. And I've talked a lot about that lately, so I ain't going to go into that too much. But if these don't sit, it's only because they're limiting it and they're making scarcity. They're creating scarcity. So, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if these do sit. It just depends on how they release them and they go under retail, but it's really hard to say at this point. But they really are gassing these shoes up, and I just think it's funny. And I know that people out here that are watching this YouTube content, they're not in any type of way, what's the word I'm looking for, I guess on the slow side. So, I mean, people pick up on this stuff. You see it in the comments, you see how people react to it, but it just is kind of funny to me how they try to push this stuff like it's just so amazing, and it's really just mid. I mean, they're cool, and listen, if you like them, don't let my opinion deter you, because that's kind of the point. Like, the point is you don't necessarily have to let a YouTuber or a content creator or anybody dictate your opinion on how you feel about a shoe. If you think these are dope, I mean, they're cool. I could see them on my feet, you know what I mean? But I'm just not going to go pay $225, which, by the way, that's the retail price on these. $225 for these mid-looking 4s. That's up to you if you want to get them. But, I mean, they're all right. In my opinion, they ain't the 4 of the year, they ain't the 4 of the summer, and they're not the sneaker of the year. But if they are for you, cop them. But that's just my opinion. But later on this summer, we do have the White Lightnings. Or not the White Lightnings, excuse me, but the White Thunders. And those are a go, in my opinion. Those are going to probably sell out. If not, there ain't going to be too many left on the shelf after the weekend, after those drop. But I just wanted to come on here right quick and just tell y'all how I felt about the situation, because I just think it's funny how you see all these YouTubers pushing it like that, and clearly there's motivation behind it. Clearly, I ain't saying that they're necessarily getting them from Nike, and listen, if I was on that level and Nike was sending me stuff, I'd do the same thing. So that's why I'm saying this ain't no hate to them, it's just for y'all, the viewers. Have your own mind, have your own opinion, and make up your mind. And if you like these, grab them. But don't let somebody else convince you that these are like that, because they're alright, you know what I mean? But that's all I got today. I just wanted to come on here and make this quick content for y'all and let y'all know how I feel. That's my honest opinion. And if you could, I appreciate it if you could sub to the channel, hit that like button, and it would be greatly appreciated. But with that being said, I'm signing off once again. OG Trap Jordan, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.